At the club bar, Victoria confronts Nate about avoiding her and supposes he no longer wants anything to do with her. Just tell me that it's over. Nate denies he's avoiding her, but she complains it's been radio silence. Nate needed time to figure things out and get his mind around that whole clown show with her father. Victoria just needed to know if there was still a chance. She wants to get a drink and have a conversation. Nate assures her friendship is still on the table. Victoria tells him she's still in the same kind of limbo he's in, though she hasn't quit her job yet. Nate asks her not to do that on his account. Victoria explains it wouldn't just be that. Nate recaps that she backed Adam and fed Victor's belief that he was trying to undermine him. He insists he didn't have an agenda and is tired of having to defend himself. Victoria says her life is a muddled, confused mess, and she has no one to talk to about it. I miss talking with you. I miss your wisdom and your kindness and compassion. Nate misses her too, but isn't sure he can be there for her right now. She wasn't there for him. Victoria presses him to grab a drink and talk. At Claire's aunt's house, Nikki lies unconscious in a bed covered by a blanket. Claire opens her eyelid with her hand and holds up her smartphone to gain access. She texts Victoria, Victor, and Nick to let them know she's spending the night at Claire's Aunt Jordan's house. Kyle pays Audra a visit at Newman Media and complains she didn't reply to his text asking to meet. Audra is busy with Nikki away and teases that she decided to make him wait. Kyle explains it's not personal, it's business. I'm having second thoughts about going after Jabot. He doesn't think he can betray his family to get a position of power. He will have to find some other way to get there. Audra fumes. You won't get there, Kyle. She reminds him he was gung-ho and asks what's changed. Kyle made that decision out of anger. He won't be able to live with himself if he goes down this road. Audra understands his misgivings but promises his doubts will vanish if he takes control of Jabot. I know much more about these things than you do. She purrs about how intoxicating the power will be. Kyle tells her to stop. He wants the position, but he wants his father to give it to him the right way. Audra sneers. You're a fraud, Tucker warned her. She had more faith in him than he actually deserved. At Newman Enterprises, Victor updates Nick and Adam that Victoria has threatened to walk away from the company if he offers Adam a position of power. Adam asks why they're wasting each other's time. Nick tells him to stop talking and listen for once. Adam figures he's done at Newman Enterprises. Victor surprises his son by saying he told Victoria if she insisted on demanding that she would no longer have a job at the company. Adam asks if this is another game or contest. What hoops have you arranged for me to jump through this time, Dad? Victor says the game is over and Adam won. He came up with a plan to support both him and the company. Nick rolls his eyes as Victor says he appreciates it. If Victoria disagrees, she can take a walk. Adam gawps, wow, he's a little surprised he would throw over the golden child for him. Victor insists there's no angle. He wants the family to work together. That's all he's ever wanted. Adam is as much a part of the family as Nick and Victoria, and that will never change. If Victoria doesn't like it, she can take a walk, and he won't stop her. Adam notes that Nick's been quiet and invites him to let him have his take on all of this. Nick declares that he doesn't like any of it, starting with Victor faking a mental decline, which says a lot about his transparency and trust in them. Victor has made his reasons for it clear. Nick still doesn't like it. He also doesn't like that Victoria feels she has to walk away from the company because Adam's weaseled his way back into a position he does not deserve. He'll try to convince Victoria to stay, but when it comes to Adam, that's on Dad. If it was up to him, Adam wouldn't be in the office or building right now. Victor says he did what he did to bring the family together. Do you know how powerful we'll be if we all work together? Nick wonders if he expects them to just live happily ever after. Victor hollers, that's up to the three of you. Adam assumes that Nick will replace Victoria if she walks, and he will replace Nate as COO. Victor asks if that would be all right with him. Adam nods, mum. Nick wonders what happened to Adam working his way up from the bottom. He guesses he didn't mean that and notes he was right about that too. Nikki makes her way to the door, but it's locked. She calls, Claire, what's going on? Where am I? She starts looking for her purse and her phone, but they're nowhere to be found.